Let's prepare to make a quick and easy brine for my family's meat today. Hello, my beautiful people. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I make one of the recipes for my brine. Okay, a traditional brine is equal parts salt, sugar, and water, right? You put it all together, make sure all of your salt and sugar is dissolved or whatever, and boom, drop your meat in, right? That's not what I plan to do, but I do at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to start with the measuring cup. I'm going to add 2 cups of water first. I use my little nifty heater. This is a water heater, okay? So I'm going to put in here roughly 2 cups because it's already hot, right? This is going to be the quick cheating method, okay? Pay attention, okay? I have here pre-measured salt, 1 cup, kosher salt, 1/3 white sugar, okay, right? We're going to add both of those to that 2 cups of hot water, right? Let's get a utensil and stir this joint up. Hang tight. Mm. Stir, stir, stir to completely dissolve. You use hot water, boiling water, or whatever. Like I said, I'm showing you my cheat method, friends. And I know that this lighting is doing the most. Okay, but let me keep stirring. I'm going to keep stirring in this until all sugar and salt is completely dissolved. Now let me also tell you a secret here before I forget. If you buy this size box of the Morton's kosher salt, you see that? Those people are nice enough to give you a recipe to follow so you can learn how to make your own particular brine based on what you don't like about this recipe on the box. But anyway, back to stirring, okay? We're going to keep on stirring. Okay, I went to, as you can see, the Ace place, the hardware place, Ace, and bought this here bucket. It has a top, right? After I get this salt and things mixed, because the amount of salt and sugar I'm using, I'm going to add 2 gallons total of water, right? In here. And that do what it do. I'm going to, since I have a half of onion on hand, and it's my business, I'm going to put this little buddy to work because I happen to like onion flavor. And mine as well in my brine. You can also, when you're making brines, you can put like peppercorns in it. You could put herbs in it. You could put orange peels, lemon peels. You can get very creative with your brine. But for today, all we're going to do is put this sugar salt mixture in here. We're going to put the grated half of yellow onion, 2 gallons of water total. And we're going to drop in. They'll be eating turkey legs today. Or whenever, tomorrow. I'm grinding. I'm trying to make my mind up. And I'm going to spice up the turkey legs with this. I don't know what's got into me, but some told my spirit I wanted some Ethiopian food. This is not necessarily an Ethiopian spice. I said, I wanted, right? Ethiopian food. But I remember my brother told me he wanted turkey legs with this, right? Everything else going to be vegan friendly. Y'all better pay attention. I'm just saying, that's how you get them in now. I'm going to feed them meat because they want it. But I also want them to critique what I'm cooking for me and happen to like it and say, man, let's eat that again. I'm still stirring, y'all. It may take some time. Maybe I should add more hot water. Maybe this done cooled off enough and can't do no more work. Because you see it's cloudy, which means it's still salt and sugar here. You see that? So I'm going to keep stirring, and when I get it completely dissolved, I'll be back. Unless y'all want to keep talking to me. You got to say something in the comments. But anyway, we ain't even live, or let me be great. Let me keep stirring this and I'll be back. Hang tight. Okay, it seems like I've been stirring forever. This is still not, more hot water is cooking. Can you hear it? Okay, this salt and sugar mixture is still not. And look, I can touch that, which means it's cool. I'm gonna add more hot water up to the 4 cups mark, right? I gotta keep up with the measurements because, like I said, this is a 2-gallon recipe. And to get 1 gallon, I'll need 4 total of this. This is a 1, let me see here, 4 cups. It equals 1 quart, right? So 4 quarts, which means 4 of these will equal 1 gallon. I need 8 of these joints total, right? Keep up with your numbers, people. Or measure right off the rip. Okay, so anyway, we're going to add more hot water up to the 4. Because I want these things, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, we hit the 4. Hopefully this will do it. Now, let me backtrack. If you do not have a water pot, right? Don't panic. Don't panic. You have a stove, right? Don't boil 2 gallons of water. Just boil just enough to make sure that your sugar and salt can dissolve in, right? Okay? That's all you have to do. Is that a quick method? Because if you boil 2 gallons of water, you have to wait for 2 gallons of water to temp down before you can even drop your meat in. Because otherwise you'll be cooking that meat before you brine it in that hot water. Okay, back to stirring. I'll be back. Okay. We still have just a little bit here, right? But let's not panic. Into a clean bucket, the 4 cups go, right? I'm just gonna strictly, I'm not gonna even pour this extra. It's less than a tablespoon, looks like right here, right? But hey, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and boil more water. I want my salt in this brine. Hang tight, let's work. So the water is making noise. It's ready. I'm gonna take this hot water once again, and I'm only gonna fill it to the 2 cup mark. Hot water, okay? Boiling water for me. Right? Because this salt and sugar mix down here being stubborn. See that? I want my money. Okay. I'm gonna just give it another quick little stir, right? And then once it's completely dissolved, I'll fill it to the 4 cup mark with just regular tap water, right? It's gonna do 2 things. It's gonna give me my measurement, and it's gonna cool off this water, because that water heater actually boils water. I know y'all hear that sound. If you don't, I'm so sorry. I was trying to let y'all hear it, and I don't have no mic on today. Hey, we being great in our natural element. Okay. All right. Let me show you what we got here. 100% dissolved sugar and salt. So, I took the onion out of the cup. Hey y'all, guess what? This container is 1 quart. But I ain't finna do that right now. Anyway, I'm going to fill this up to the 4 cup mark. That will be 2 cups total. 2 quarts, I'm sorry, total, that I have added to the bucket once I fill this one up. So let me fill it up. Hold on. Okay. There goes another quart. We need a total of 6 more after this one to give us the amount of water we need to balance the salt. Because 1 cup of salt, believe it or not, will take us out of here. That's a lot of salt. So we have to make sure we put the right amount of water to it to bring down that salt. So a total of 2 gallons goes with 1 cup of salt. For me, since I don't have a gallon measurement and I have quart measurement, that means I will use 8 quarts. So let me do a little work, and I'll be back and show you how to grate an onion. If you don't know, hold on. All right, the last 2. That is 8 quarts, right? All right. So now we got the half of onion. I'm going to go ahead and finish peeling it. I'm going to leave the root end on to make it a little bit easier for us to get this part of the project done. I'm going to grate it into the bucket, people, okay? Onions ready. Root end still there, right? I like to grate on this side, right? Directly into the bucket. Be careful, the grate may cut you, okay? The grater, this thing, it will cut, right? The whole half goes in here. And once we're done, we'll drop in. This bucket can hold 4. But if we can get 5 turkey legs in here, don't judge them. They'll eat them. If they don't, hey, who hungry? Let me do a delivery. So, grating the onion, dropping the turkey, okay? Hang tight. Okay. So, after you grate your onion, what are you going to do with this part that's left? Tell me what you learned already. I've posted many videos so far before this grated onion. What you going to do with your scraps? Tell me all about it. Oh, vegetable stock. You're right. Put it in that bag in that freezer, right? For when you make your vegetable stock. Anyway, let's get the turkey legs and drop them in here. Let me tell you something. I didn't bring mussels in here, and I hardly ever do when I'm in the kitchen, okay? When I'm in the lab. Mussels don't come with this, right? So, the smart person, because this is on top of my stove, just so I can show you all. I'm going to put this bucket where it belongs when it's heavy. Before I add them jumbo legs, because I don't care what y'all say. These meats is ridiculous, but hey. So, do not, unless you have mussels, put your meat in here at this point. Because this bucket right now is manageable. But if you put that meat in here, while it's up here, way up here, get your back brace. Go get your cousin. Get your aunties and uncles. Whoever got the strength. Bring them and help you get that down. But for me, I'm in here alone. The boy sleep. I'm going to just go ahead and be smart. Move the bucket to the floor. Possibly to a spot where it can stay. But then again, who knows? Anyway. Now let me tell you also with this brine. Once you put your meat in here, in the bucket that's on the floor, if the brine does not cover the meat completely, you can add more water. I like to add ice, because especially if I'm hoping this will be a 3-4 hour brine. It can be overnight, but I'm thinking in my mind 3-4 hours. You know, and then get it ready for the grill, because that's how it's going to be prepared. So, ice over the top, right? Not only is it helping to keep it cold, to stop the meat from, you know, not being temp, because you just can't dry leave meat out. Y'all know that. If you don't know, now you know. But anyhow, so that's how you do that. Hey, that's how we make brine. Let me go to the market. Toodles. We got nothing on the track. There is a total of 4 in here. I decided to stop there because I'm going to put ice in the bucket. It looks like this bucket is about empty, but it is 3/4 almost of the way up. I'm going to fill with ice. Toodles!